Some leaders rise quietly, and some rise with the sound of guns and the slogans of revolution. Burkina Faso, a small but important country in West Africa, is today standing at the meeting point of hope and despair. And in the center of it all is a young soldier, Ibrahim Traore. At only 34 years old, he became the youngest head of state in the world. His supporters call him a hero, a brave leader who challenged the Western powers and promised to bring back dignity. But his critics call him a dictator, hiding repression, censorship, and continuous bloodshed behind his fiery speeches. But the reality? The reality is much more complicated. Mixed with history, blood, hope, and betrayal. So today we ask, is Ibrahim Traore the hero that Africa has been waiting for? Or is he also a new dictator who's writing his name in blood? To understand Ibrahim Traore, we must first look at the history of Burkina Faso. This country was once called Upper Volta, a French colony that was looted for its resources and soldiers. Even after independence, this nation remained stuck in corruption, poverty, and coups. But one name still lives in the hearts of the people: Thomas Sankara. He was a revolutionary leader of the 1980s. He fought against corruption, gave women their rights, rejected foreign aid, and changed the name of the country to Burkina Faso, meaning the land of upright people. But Sankara's dream was betrayed. In 1987, he was killed by his own close ally, and the country sank into 3 decades of dictatorial rule. When Traore appeared, many people thought he was the successor of Sankara. But the question is the same: is history repeating itself? Ibrahim Traore was born in 1988. In his childhood, he saw times of poverty and insecurity. He joined the army and soon became famous as a brave and fearless officer. In 2022, when terrorism was cutting the country apart and the people were disappointed in the government, Traore saw his chance. Army vehicles came out on the streets, the sound of gunfire was heard, and the president was removed. The world was shocked. Only a 34-year-old captain had become the ruler of the country. For the youth, this was not only a coup, it was a revolution. People celebrated with joy. On social media, Traore became a hero. But one question remained: is this young soldier really a savior or a new danger? Traore's supporters presented him as a hero. His powerful speeches were against France and the West. He said Western powers were looting Africa's gold and resources. He promised an independent and free nation. He built strong relations with Russia. The youth accepted him as their leader. On social media, videos, clips, and slogans started spreading. Some people called him the Lion of Burkina Faso. But behind every hero's face, there is a shadow. And this shadow soon started to show. According to his critics, Traore's system stands on fear, not on freedom. Terrorist attacks did not stop. Thousands of people were killed. Millions became homeless. According to human rights organizations, even government militias are committing atrocities. At the same time, Traore dissolved the government, removed the prime minister, put restrictions on journalists, and silenced the opposition. His critics say, this is not freedom, this is dictatorship. Is Burkina Faso finding a new Sankara or suffering under another dictator? In today's time, war is not only fought on the battlefield, but also on the mobile screen. Traore and his supporters spread everywhere on social media. Videos, speeches, pictures, all showing him as a fearless hero. Some reports even say that AI-made videos are included to make his personality look even stronger. But the question is he really this popular? Or is it only an artificial shine created by propaganda? Traore took one big step. He expelled the French army from the country. Decades of relations ended. In return, he shook hands with Russia. Russian advisors started appearing in Burkina Faso, and Russian flags began to wave on the streets. For some people, this was a sign of freedom. But for others, it was only like putting a new master in the place of the old one. Western countries declared him a threat. Sanctions started to be imposed. Now, Burkina Faso is a new field of the Cold War. But the question is Traore the player or a pawn in someone else's hands? The reality away from politics is more bitter. In the northern areas, families are running as they see their villages burning. Mothers are struggling for food for their children in refugee camps. Children are growing up seeing nothing but war. And on the other hand, in the capital, young people are shouting Traore's slogans. For them, he is the symbol of dignity. This is the real tragedy of Burkina Faso. The same man is a hero for some and a killer for others. Wherever Traoré goes, the shadow of Thomas Sankara walks with him. Sankara was the hero of the revolution, but he was betrayed and killed. Today, Traoré supporters say that he will complete Sankara's mission. But the history of Africa is very cruel. Sankara was killed. Lumumba was murdered. Gaddafi was removed. Will Traoré also be one of them, or will he really change history? Traoré's influence is not limited only to Burkina Faso. In Mali, Niger, and other countries, protesters carry his pictures. He is rising as a Pan-African hero, but the West sees him as a threat. They think this is a new wave that will increase military coups all over Africa. Now, Traoré is not only the story of Burkina Faso, he is a big question for the future of Africa. And now we come to the last turn of this story. Inside the country, songs are being written in his praise. But outside, powerful forces are watching him. But history has shown that leaders who challenge the powerful system of the world rarely die peacefully. The question is not whether Traoré is a hero or a dictator. The real question is, how long can he survive? And who will write the last chapter of his story, his people, or the global powers? Ibrahim Traoré is standing at the door of history. But one thing is certain, he has already changed the story of Burkina Faso, and maybe even the story of all Africa. So again, we ask, is Ibrahim Traoré a hero or a dictator? This decision will be made by time, and we will open this whole story in front of you step by step. In the next episodes, we will explain every side in detail. If you want to be part of this journey, then subscribe now. Press the bell icon so you get the next episode. Like the video, write your opinion and questions in the comments, and share this video so this discussion can reach more people. This is not the end, it is the start of a new journey. See you in the next episode.